Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's PTP, People to People, Power to Power, Positive Thinking People. Live talk with Rodney Grimes and my co-host, Ms. Alice. How you doing?
Good evening. I'm wonderful. Thank you.
I'm so glad to be back in the studio.
I am too. It's been a long week. I've been on vacation, as you know. Went to Orlando, Florida, to short vacation with my children. But I'm glad to be back in the studio. I happened to fly in on last Tuesday, with last week's guest, which was awesome.
So I wish I can do that, fly in and fly out. You know, that was so cool. And the girls was excited.
They were. As a matter of fact, I've been watching Martin social media, and I've already saw that they've been taking photos with you.
Yes, I took them out and did a photo shoot with them. You know, just like we said, we want to empower them and help them to move forward.
Yes.
So I was really excited about, doing that with them. We're going to be doing some work to help motivate them to move, in the direction of, they say they want to go to Hollywood. We're going to see.
I want to go to Hollywood with them.
Hey, well, we already said we made the commitment to go to Hollywood.
Yeah, we're going to Hollywood.
Yeah. So I really want to tell the audience, let me tell you something. Last week, I went through a change, and I maybe say it's a change of life, because I looked at the way that I was presenting myself to people and how I was coming across.
Yes.
And anytime that I'm trying to get people to follow me,
yes,
I have to look in the mirror and see myself.
Oh, absolutely.
So last week, I took a moment after evaluating myself and getting a few phone calls from some individuals to realize, when I say I got to keep it real, I got to keep it real. That means
right.
I got to
be honest. Yes, you got to be honest. You got to be very transparent in this game. This is a platform for you to be very transparent, get an opportunity to tell what you do in the community and how you have impacted the DMV.
Exactly. And that's what I want to do. When we do this, we let people know we don't program this, we don't practice this.
No, we don't rehearse.
Right.
I don't have a clue what I'm going to say to Rodney while we're on the air. But all is good. We have some very exciting guests coming up.
Oh, man.
Today?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am so excited about that.
Yes.
You spoke about them a while back.
I did. I mentioned last week and week before last, and I finally got their commitment to be on the show today. They're some of the hottest promoters in the DMV. We're looking forward to bringing them on and let them tell their story. We have some international flavor going on, so we're looking forward to it.
That's exciting. That's exciting. And it's all about you really seeing what people are doing in the DMV and knowing that you can be a part of it. Let's not just sit home in our living rooms and and do the 9 to 5. I also wanted to do a special shout out to a family that lost someone, a very dear friend of ours, Patty Jarrett.
Yes.
God bless her. She is an angel to me. Always been very supportive. Everybody know her. She's a doll baby. And I just found out today that she passed. And so I wanted to dedicate this show to her.
Yes.
And just say, like we was telling people, we grew up in Alexandria. And everybody in Alexandria is like family.
Absolutely. My condolences go out to family as well. I've known her like a sister. We actually graduated from high school together. And she was a very friendly person. One of the things she did do is she was very active on social media. And when she wasn't active, she always had opportunity just message me to say hello. So we really appreciate that from her. We're definitely going to miss her. Rest in peace to her. Prayers to her and her family. I just wish their families the best on this, and we'll definitely keep them in prayer.
That's for sure. So if there's anyone out there that did want to call in and have something nice to say, it's 240-719-2560. I just recently, and it was just a week or so ago, that she had sent me a message and to encourage me to keep moving on and doing the things that I was doing.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's the type of person she was. Yes, absolutely.
And it kind of hit me hard when I just found out today, and I was like, oh, my God. And I was just like, I was explaining to my wife, I said, we was just with her not long ago. And so I want to also say that that's how life is. Don't take it for granted.
That's right.
You got to do what you're going to do. You got to live life to the fullest.
That's right. I also want to just give a shout out to the Wanza family. Cheryl Wanza also passed on 2 days ago. So my condolences to them as well. They're very close to my family as well. And so we'll be praying for their family. And so, again, that just goes to show you that life is really short. And we definitely have to be able to portray who we are in society and be able to get the information out to make people very successful and healthy.
That's right. That's
okay?
Right.
So there are some very serious shows that we're going to be doing in the future. We've been just lately bringing on some entertainment, which I've really been enjoying. I really enjoyed last week. But there are some very serious issues that we need to talk about. And we also talked about bringing on some folks with some mental health issues.
Exactly.
Right?
We want to cover all areas to let you know this is a platform for you to be able to. So you call in 240-719-2560. You call in, let us know some of the things, the topics that you want us to talk about, and we'll make sure that we get the people in.
Absolutely.
We try to keep everything real. So let me say this. Alice and I, what we're doing is building this platform, and we're going to escalate it to a different level once we get everything tweaked up. You know, this is new for us.
Yeah, it is very new. I think this is our fifth show.
Right.
Our fifth show. And so we're growing every day. We still got a lot of things we want to do. We're going to ask you, though, when you go to voxwave.com, we're going to ask you to subscribe to VoxWave. We want to be able to bring our ratings up as much as possible. But if there's something, a topic or issue, a serious issue, something in the community that you would like us to discuss, please just send us a topic. Please don't hesitate to dial in 240-719-2590. This is a platform for you to be heard. So please use that number to dial in at any time. Or even if you just wanted to say, hey, Rodney and Alice, that'd be okay, wouldn't it?
That would. I'd love to hear from some of the family and friends. Call in and, and just let us know that you're giving us that support. That was another issue that I wanted to stress. Let me tell you something. If we want to move forward, we got to put ourselves in a position where we support one another.
That's right.
This is some of the things that we have problems doing in our community. We want to point the finger to other people, but it's up to us to do it first. If we treat ourselves better, then they'll treat us better as well.
That's right. That's right.
So we definitely got to get where we start to push forward, show support. Hey, look, let me say this. If voxwave.com takes off, can you imagine what happens in the DMV area? Everybody else, they're going to explode too.
Absolutely. What I'm excited about today is the guests that we have on the show. They're no strangers to the DMV. As a matter of fact, they have thousands of followers, and I hope some of their followers will be on the line today. Feel free to call in. As we say, it'll be 240-719-2560. There are some of the hottest entertainment promoters in the area. They have the clubs in the DMV locked down. So we're looking forward to actually interviewing them today.
Yeah, you've been telling me about it, so I'm kind of one of their secret fans because I've been wanting to make sure that I get a chance to shake some hands with these brothers that you talked about, and I'm excited because when we have entrepreneurs like this, they show you that anything that you put in your mind, you can do.
That's right.
We are ordinary people. Everybody, and the people who start from the bottom that get to the top, they start from the bottom like they're doing, and we're doing.
That's correct.
But it's all about support and having them to come in. I appreciate these gentlemen coming in because I'm sure that their schedules are very busy.
Very busy. They are very busy men.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm just excited to have them to come in and to be a part of the panel today. But again, also just looking at the things that you're doing, how's your business coming on?
Business is going very, very well. It's keeping me very busy. I have some very important things on the table now that I'm excited about in the process of closing on. So the business is going great. It's AMW Concierge. I have two businesses, by the way. It's AMW Concierge, and you can get us at National Harbor, and also have AMW Consulting, Acquisition and Consulting Group. I also do merging and acquisition. So what that means is I have companies buy and sell each other. And so I'm very excited about that. I have a couple of deals on the table now that's in the process of closing. And when they do close, I'm going to celebrate. Maybe I'll be able to take you out and have a drink or something.
Oh, I would love that. And now y'all see why I stay friends with Alice, right? So I can stay connected. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. You got to put yourself around people who are trying to do some things, right?
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And that's what we got to do. We make sure we put ourselves in the right environment. All the people who really don't want to see a bright tomorrow, you don't get mad at them. You just let them sit there and you keep it moving. Anything that you can conceive, you can achieve. Hey, you know what I always say? People to people, power to power, positive thinking people. It's all about people networking with one another.
That's right.
So that's what we're going to be doing with our guests that's coming in. We're going to have it where our guest is going to be the other people.
That's right.
We're the people.
That's right.
And some of the power that they possess, yo, we're going to be getting into that. That's why I want to get to know them so that I can get a little bit of that power they got too.
That's right.
And then also we can get that positive information.
Absolutely. They have a lot of information to share with us, and so we're just excited to have a couple of things that's going on in the city this week. They'll get opportunity to advertise that, and so we're just looking forward to hearing what they have going on. I'm very excited.
And,
yeah.
Well, you know, again, I just want everybody to know, when you tune in, let people know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is really, really opportunity for you. This is not about me and Alice.
Right.
This is about us growing as a people making change. I remember when Obama ran for office and he said change. I really, really didn't understand. I was at the beginning, I was thinking, oh, he's saying change because there's going to be a black man in office. But it was more to it than that.
That's right.
It's about changing the way that you do things, believing that you can achieve your dreams. Look how you treat one another. When he was in office, we had that type of love
when he was in office, I tell you, there were some good things and there were some bad things. So I say there were some positive things in the fact that he was about helping out people. So I really appreciate that. Unfortunately for me, I was in a different category because my revenue was a little bit too high. So I didn't benefit as much as other people, but it did support my family. So I really appreciate what Obama has done when he was in office. He kind of led the way. We're not in the Obama administration now. We're definitely in a whole different type of administration. It's very difficult today.
Yes.
So people need to really understand what is going on in the political world and what this current president is doing in terms of how he's operating this whole world.
Yeah.
He's operating it like a business.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, one of the things that we got to pay attention to, everything that happens at the top affects us on the bottom.
That's right.
And if you're going to be out here making, giving complaints and those type things, one, you got to get out and vote.
Yes.
You got to make sure that you put the right people in office.
That's right.
And let me tell you something, that starts at the bottom too, with your mayors and your governors and your councilmen. All of them play a part in who gets in those seats.
That's right.
So, you know, we have to also make sure, and that's something down the line we'll talk about as well. I also wanted to just throw out, I don't know if you knew about this, but we got the VoxWave
boat cruise. You know, it showed up on my timeline, so I did. I did.
So actually we're going to be talking, you know, just promoting this. It's going to be
September 29th.
Yes. September 29th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I should have looked at this before. You see, now you see that we don't be practicing the stuff, right? I'm like, okay, trying to look at this while I'm talking to you right now. But
that's okay. I got you.
we definitely want to support this event. It's for I think domestic violence. That's what it is. Okay, it's a benefit concert dedicated to bring awareness to the domestic violence.
It's the Lakeisha Brown Foundation. She's in charge of this. It's a nonprofit organization to help domestic violence.
Okay, that and it says the sweat band. Okay, all right. So that means you're going to be on there getting your groove on, get that sweat on a little bit, you know? That's going to be working.
We also have DJ Rick performing live, so there you go.
Okay.
We're going to advertise this. We hope that those who's interested, you can call Letitia. You can get early bird tickets for $125, or you can pay at the door, I guess.
Yeah. Well, actually, also, if you want, call voxwave.com, 240-719-2560. I have a few tickets to give you. So, not to give you that you can buy.
I was going to say, give me a ticket. I'll be there.
Yeah, I know, that's right. But most definitely, we wanted to do that shout out again to the families who lost their loved ones. We just want to let you know that the show is dedicated. And actually, I said it was dedicated to Patty Jarrett, but we want to add Cheryl Wands in there as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
That's family.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and then to the family, we just want to let you know that we are praying for you and you know, live life. Live life. Don't take it for granted that you're going to wake up the next day.
Yeah, it's been a real tough week for me. I lost my father-in-law, ex-father-in-law, about a week ago. So his services is going to be on tomorrow.
Yes.
I woke up on yesterday and I got a call from one of my family members, and my father's brother has passed away. And so then I got another call. It's like Cheryl Wanza has now gotten her wings, and then there you go, Patty Jarrett. So it's been a really tough week for me. And so just ask that you keep all these families in prayer as we start to think about, you know, how you can support them. But we really appreciate for the opportunity to get a shout out to the families.
That's right.
Here on this.
And I'm glad you, Bernard, I had a chance to sit in, we was in the barbershop the other day and we was chatting and I was talking to him because I knew his father.
Absolutely.
I know his father.
Oh, great family and Birds from Arlington, Virginia. If you know a Bird, I mean, it's a bunch of them in Arlington, Virginia. So it's a well-known family in the Arlington, Virginia area. Yeah,
so again, we send our condolences out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring you some fantastic guests in because I'm telling you, we got something for you. It's amazing. So just hang in there with us. And actually, you just hold on just a second because I don't practice this. Okay, we're going to the break. See you in a few minutes. I tell you.
Cutting up today.
I know, but that's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. I keep it live and real.
That's right.
You know, so when it comes, it comes. They see the oops and the, you know, the loops and all that too.
That's okay.
But it's all good. I'm so glad you're back.
I'm so glad to be back. You're looking great this week.
You too.
Thank you.
They all do. If one thing I know, I fall but I grow. I'm walking down this road of mine, this road that I go home. So am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see. Am I tripping for having a vision? My prediction, I'ma be on top of the world. Walk, don't look back. Always do what you decide. Don't let them control your life. That's just how I feel. Oh, fight for yours, so don't let go. Don't let them compare you, no. Don't worry, you're not alone. That's just how we feel. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Oh yeah. Oh. Now am I wrong? Am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? Oh yeah. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see. If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. If you tell me I'm wrong, I don't wanna be right. Am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real? Now am I wrong for trying to reach the things that I can't see? But that's just how I feel. But that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel.
Bodies and the Lakeisha Foundation presents the Voxwave Boat Cruise. This is a benefit concert cruise dedicated to bringing awareness to domestic violence. The brunch day party on the Odyssey cruise ship will be on Saturday, September 29th, 2018, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Live music will be provided by the Sweat Band and DJ Rick. Tickets cost just $125 each and are available through Eventbrite and the Voxwave TV station. Full brunch with mimosas will be served. Every day, someone in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area experiences some type of domestic violence.
All right. Welcome, gentlemen. We are back with our guests.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. We have some great guests here in the studio this afternoon. Very excited to have them here. As I said before, they have the actual promotion entertainment business locked down in the DMV. We get to hear all about what they do, how they got started, and most importantly, where they're from. First of all, we have Ronald Goodman Sr. How you doing, Ron?
I'm good. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for coming. We also have Howard Henry.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, I must say.
Thank you. Who we don't have here is DJ Joe Cat Daddy from 93.9 WKYS. But he promised he will be calling in, so we're very excited. We thought he would be here in the studio, but he had another appointment and wasn't able to come today. So we won't have him here, but he will be calling in. So this is going to be a great opportunity. We're going to interview these fellows, and I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. If you want to ask them a question, feel free to call in. The number is 240-719-2560. They're both in the entertainment business, and I'm very excited to hear what they got to say. Now, fellas, tell us a little bit about yourself. We're going to start with Ron.
Well, basically, I got my start about 25 years ago. This is actually my 25th year doing events in the area, and I mean, during the years has been great. I've been blessed to be able to do most of the big venues in the area. Been blessed to be a part of, a lot of the bigger events, concerts, and so on and so forth. So at some point this year, I hope to do like my 25th, anniversary celebration. Really, I got my start at the University of Maryland.
Oh, wow.
I was attending Montgomery College, but I had a good buddy of mine from all places, church of all places.
Oh, wow. Nothing wrong with that.
Right, so he was attending Maryland, and he had a relationship with a young lady on the campus. She was the NAACP president, and she used to bring down all the big DJs from New York City. So, he spoke. Basically, she would try to get him to bring people to the events.
Okay.
And so he mentioned to her, well, look, my friend Ron, he knows everybody. Back then, I really didn't know everybody, but I knew some people. So, they put a couple of flyers in my hand. I was just young, having fun, hanging out at, PG Plaza, Prince George's Plaza. And really, I was just doing it for fun.
Right.
And, was blessed that I brought out a lot of people, sold a lot of tickets. And about 2 years in, she asked me really if I could take over the company, because she wanted to step back. At that time, the reason I declined is because I felt I wasn't ready. But then,
there you go.
Right. So, because it was some big shoes to fill. And just fast forward probably like another year and a half, I ran into, the two gentlemen that I originally was partnered up with. One gentleman is real big with the 5 Links opportunity that had a wave in the area. Another gentleman, he stayed in the entertainment arena. So it was just kind of, being in the room and just different people at first connecting the dots. Me being, young and wanting to have fun, but I guess prepared and ready for an opportunity. And, from there I just kept doing it, from 93 on. Like I said, I've just been blessed to be consistent and always had an opportunity, to do events.
So 24 years fast forward. You're in the business. It's a business. I know you're very popular in the area. Tell us what it's like to be Ron G now, 24 years later.
Well, this Ron G is definitely more patient. One of the things that I learned quickly is that, because back then, we'd stand outside the clubs, we're giving out flyers, and sometimes people will come out, they're a little bit intoxicated, and, back then I wanted to be aggressive, you know.
Handle your business.
Right, but I had to learn. They said, Ron, you can't fight everybody because, you know, this is a nightly thing. It's not intentional. It's, you know, alcohol involved, so on and so forth. So I'm definitely more patient. I've been blessed. I call the nightlife my office.
That's right.
Because that's where I've met gentlemen like, you know, Mr. Henry, and been blessed to meet, you know, a lot of key people who have become lifelong friends.
Okay.
So the real fast forward is 25 years. I have priceless, you know, relationships that I can't replace.
Awesome.
So the money's great, the popularity is great, but nothing can replace the relationships that I've made in 25 years.
That's awesome. So now, Mr. Henry,
Wow.
tell us about yourself.
Well, just to go back a couple of years, just like Mr. Goodman just said, I think I met him through a mutual friend, Sheldon Fletcher. I think it was 2002 or something, about 2002, 2001. And basically, I came to DC from New York, and I started doing house parties in Lago, Maryland.
Okay.
And it went from, I think, 10 of us to where we had a house pack of people. and the crazy thing is, everyone became friends.
Right.
Everyone and then we just it just trickled up. It went from 10 to 40 to a couple hundred.
So I hear an accent.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So you're gonna tell me about your accent. And you're not from the United States as well. So I want to hear. Okay.
Well, basically, like I'm from an island called St. Lucia. If you guys don't know, it's in the Caribbean. I went to high school in Canada, college in Boston.
Okay.
Basically, after doing this, I went back home. Then I came back to the U.S. Like in about 98, 99, something like this. And I've been in America for a while. But for some reason, I just can't lose my accent.
Which is probably a good thing.
It's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Every now and then I try to get an accent. You know, it seemed to work.
That's right.
But that's a good thing, most definitely.
But it has its goods and bads because you know. But I love cooking, and you know. That's a good thing about it. And you know, I mean, he and I, we understand each other.
Right.
And I wouldn't say most of our friends are from the Caribbean, but we have a lot of American friends also.
Sure you do.
But we, for some reason, all of us are one. We don't care what country you come from.
Yeah.
So Rodney and I had that conversation about sticking together, right?
Yes.
And this is a perfect example about how the communities stick together. I like your statement about we are one. And we should be more one with each other as we start to go out and develop initiatives and pursue our dreams. So Ron, tell us again where you're from.
I'm from Guyana, South America, so we're next to Brazil. Venezuela's north. So yeah, I've been here 82, 82. Lived in New York for about 3 years. And then I grew up, you know, I always tell people when my American side comes out that I'm PG County.
Represent.
Represent PG County too. So, you know, when I get there, I say, don't sleep, I'm PG.
No, that's right.
So let's talk a little bit about the entertainment industry that you're in. I know that you promote a lot in the local clubs in the area. You talk about some of those initiatives that you have in terms of who you're promoting. What do you do? What is your role in this whole process?
So there again, just going through, I guess you call it the ranks. I've been blessed for the last 15 years now, maybe a little longer, just to have my own entertainment brand, whereas before when I started, they refer now to promoters when you start out as sub-promoters.
Right.
So I've been blessed that I've been outside of that lane, just running my own show, I guess, doing my business. And so, like I said, we've been blessed with a lot of opportunities because myself and Howard have worked together since we've known each other. So the most recent is we got a call, beginning of this year. One of the colleagues was talking about MGM.
Yes.
So that particular colleague doubted, like he had a little doubt about doing it because it was an off night. But I said anything at the MGM is golden to me.
That's right.
Because we had the excitement that helped to move things forward, and we did an initial event March 14th. It was incredible. We did a grand opening on the 28th of March, and then we were doing weekly Wednesdays. And then beginning of summer, we pulled back a little bit, but it's funny because I was just outside sending dates to the VP.
Oh, wow.
From now till the end of the year that, you know, we want to make sure that they're approved. And then we, outside of that, we decided to jump into a Friday event at Alba Astoria as well. It's a restaurant downtown. And so, you know, there's other opportunities on the table, always. I mean, either myself or Howard, we get a phone call at least every other week to try to, you know, help out a venue because good promoters in the DMV is very rare.
Right.
Yes,
That's true.
That's
true.
That's something
get a lot of
that we
calls.
really, really need is in the area some people who are trying to build in the entertainment arena. The DMV has had that as a struggle.
Right. Yes.
So to have y'all doing this is a blessing. It should be many people out there who pay attention to the promoters that are still surviving, and you mimic them. You know,
Absolutely.
It's not out of envy, but you mimic them so that we can build and have it so that you don't have to do all the work.
Right.
You know, because when we get more people out here that's able to do this, it makes it easier on you too, as well.
And so I know Howard is doing something different. You also in the entertainment business as well. Can you tell us about Double H Inc.?
Well, basically, like in about, what year was it? I think it was about 2015 or something like this. I decided to. I had stuff going through my mind in terms of like, you know, certain people in life they settle with certain things.
Right.
I'm not a settler.
Thank you.
So
I like that. I like that.
So I told Ron, a couple people, I was gonna venture out there.
Yes.
Put it like this: the line going out there and try and get that big animal to bring it back to the rest of it.
Yes.
The rest of the herd to feed the rest of it. So I decided to take a trip out to Atlanta for a little bit, and I researched in Atlanta and see what was going on in Atlanta and what was needed in Atlanta, and what was going on right here in DC though. And really and truly, I really love what was going on at Echo Stage, which is next to
Stadium.
Well, Mr. Goodman was a co-owner of this club next to Echo Stage.
Yes.
And I like what's going on there in terms of not just the ownership, but the whole concert venue, not as big as at the time Verizon Center. Now it's changed to Phillips Arena. No, not
Capital One.
Capital One.
Yes,
in Atlanta, sorry.
Yeah, Capital One.
So it would be like a smaller venue. It's like an event center. I'm thinking of putting in Atlanta, an event center, the capacity of 7,000 people, which can employ our people in terms of
giving back. I hear you.
Like, you know what I mean, guys, especially people coming back into the work environment in terms of guys coming out of incarceration, male and female. I would love to be a part of helping those individuals, and then I would bring all my friends from the DMV area who has the knowledge, the business ethic knowledge of the entertainment industry. And I know them. I know them personally, so I know I can close my eyes, and I know they can run a ship without. You know what I mean? I'm not the captain. We all are captains. You know
That's right.
So I love the European concept of business, where regardless you're pregnant, you can still get money whilst you're on maternity leave.
Sure.
Which I understood that Google took up that concept.
Google has that concept. Absolutely.
On
Facebook.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg took up that concept. So I like that concept. You understand? And making the work environment like a more relaxed environment.
Exactly.
So one, you know, nowadays you have guys coming to work trying to shoot up the place. So the more comfortable, the more exciting it is at the work environment, the easier it is on the mind, right?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
So basically, like that was my whole concept of doing this in Atlanta. But you know, it all is a stepping stone. So I allocated some land. So now I'm looking for investment. So it's all something I know, which is when it's ready, it's going to be that big bomb where everyone will be surprised.
Yes.
Because all my friends are going to be owners. It's not only one owner. It's a bunch of owners, from the janitor to
Right.
All owners.
So it's a great concept. I heard you said you're going to be looking for investors.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a great opportunity and a great plug. If you have a question or comment, you heard him say he's looking for an investor. This is a great opportunity to employ us, giving back. I heard him say he was going to be bringing in people who are ex-cons, who's having trouble getting jobs. He will help those. He will bring a concept like Facebook and Google, which I really love. I've seen a lot of establishments do that and have been very successful. If you want to dial in, you want to ask these gentlemen a question, feel free to. You get one shot of doing this now. And so you see them out in the environment, you get them right here in the studio. That's 240-719-2560. We're looking forward to hearing from you if you have a call.
And I'm telling you, this is an opportunity for you to be put in a position. You can ask them questions because they're going to give you the information to help you grow. You may be wanting to do the exact same thing they're doing. There's enough money in the world for everybody.
That's right.
You know, one of the things that we have to do is support one another, and that's with that information. As I always say, again, PTP, people to people, power to power, positive thinking people.
That's right.
And this is what we're talking about, people. He was just saying, you know, going down here and investing into a property and then allowing other people to get that opportunity to grow.
That's
and
right.
That's what I'm talking about every time I say people to people. That power, the power these gentlemen possess to be able to give some other people opportunity. And so, again, now we also sitting here at the table giving you that positive thinking information. So I throw PTP in there every chance I get because I want
You come from the entertainment area as well,
Yes.
so you're very familiar with what they do.
Yes.
Right.
Actually, I have a company called Photo Time and Production. What I did is I was doing showcases for the young teens to keep them out of the street. It was doing very well. One of the things that I lacked at the time was the experience business-wise, because it was just a passion for me. Right. And I want to say that I can tell from both of you two gentlemen that you do have the business sense. So it's important for you to understand what you're doing to get into this type of affair when it's entertainment.
Right.
It's not all about just glamour and out there partying and drinking and doing all that type of stuff. It's some hard work, right?
No, actually, I had opportunity to hang out with these fellas, so I know firsthand what it's like. There's some really late nights, I can tell you that.
Okay.
Really, really late nights, but they're very busy doing business. So it's not just about the entertainment. More importantly, it's making sure people have a nice, safe place to go.
Right,
okay?
right. That's
what they do very well. They're very friendly-oriented locations that they go to, and I've had nothing but fun. So we're going to invite you soon to one of these locations. Is that right, fellas?
We got a caller. We got a caller calling in. Hello, caller. How you doing?
Hello. How you doing then?
All right. That sounds like my brother from California. Is that?
This would be he.
This is that Joe? Joe, is that you?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Okay.
It's DJ Joe Cat Daddy. Thank you for calling in. We missed you here in the studio, but we're so happy you're able to call in. Thank you for calling in. So this is DJ Joe Cat Daddy from 93.9 WKYS. Joe is also a part of this wonderful group here, and we were going to interview him on the live show as well, but he couldn't be here, so we have him calling in today. Joe, tell us a little bit about you very quickly.
Okay, in the DNB, I was among some earlier promoters also, band members and things of that nature. So to see these brothers on this platform, I'm like, whoa, this is what's up. This is exactly what we need to keep pushing it. So there are producers in that area, and shows like this will let you guys, let them know that you guys are there. Right. So you need to keep doing what you're doing. I love what's happening. And gentlemen, what are you doing out here in California?
Okay, so
is there anything?
Hey, hold on a minute, Joe. I was right. We was a little confused because we got another Joe supposed to be calling in.
Okay.
Okay, Joe, please forgive me.
Right, but that's right. This is Joe from California. Okay. So go ahead and ask your question, Joe.
Well, my question was, what do they have out here in Cali, at any part in Cali, for artist development and things of that nature?
Do y'all have anything you got going on in the?
We do have some relationships in Cali. Actually, one of our good friends, Han Solo, he recently popped up, or he's in the process of setting up shop in California right now. I think L.A. He also went down to Atlanta shortly after Howard. So That's one person in mind. The group or the owner of the 2 venues in MGM, he has several venues I know in San Diego. And as the relationship evolves with MGM and Felt and Blossoms, there's a great possibility at some point that we'll be able to do some events at some of his venues in San Diego as well. So those are the 2 things that kind of stick out in my mind when you mentioned California.
That's good.
So, caller, thank you for calling. We really appreciate you. Sorry for the mix-up, and we say hello from California.
Not a problem.
All right, thank you so much for calling. So what I heard you say, Ron, is you mentioned at the MGM Felt and Blossom. What are those?
Those are the 2 nightlife venues right now in the MGM. The owner, as I just mentioned, he has those 2 venues, and he has about 13 other venues throughout the country, predominantly San Diego and Vegas. And so because we've, been able to slowly build a relationship by doing the parties at Felt, they have been really talking to us about doing some other things with them. They have some other situations coming up that I can't mention, but they basically said, we want to take you guys on the road with us.
Oh, wow.
And,
to another level.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
As Howard said, just another stepping stone.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's something that's going to help this area as well with y'all growing. So I know that you'll come back to pretty much this is where you started, right? So you always go back to your roots.
That's right.
And so y'all expanding is going to put us in a position where you'll come back here and elevate us to another level. Definitely people who are out there, you got to know that you got to put the work in. And that's what y'all doing. And I appreciate, y'all taking the time in to come and giving us a little bit of information about what you're doing so we can follow you. Here at VoxWave.com, we are actually trying to move forward to expand. This is what it's all about. Most people think that, people just wake up in the morning and they say, okay, well, I'm going to try this. No, it's not try. You have to put that work in.
That's right.
And you have to have the morals behind it and put the dedication in to follow your dream. And I noticed, as you were talking about different things, y'all don't think small.
No.
But that's a good thing because the way y'all talking yachts, not white picket fence.
Right.
That's correct.
One of my good friends told me, he said, look, if you want to be big, you got to go with the big boys. So I just want y'all to know, look out for a brother because I'm coming.
That's right. So I had a little bit more intel, and I understand that there may be some reality TV coming.
Yeah, it's something we've definitely thought about for a while. You've been around us to know that every day is a reality show.
It is.
It's just natural as far as what is just part of our environment. But really, we touched on it a couple years back. Originally, I don't know if Howard remember, but it was because of the St. Lucia project.
Miami.
Yeah.
Right.
We got another caller. Caller? Hello?
This is Jody.
Hey, how you doing, Jody?
I'm good.
Jody, this is Jody from JW?
Yes.
Hey, Jody, how are you?
We're good.
That's good.
I'm glad that y'all called in. These are some young ladies that was on the show last week.
Yes.
Okay. They are getting into the entertainment.
Yes.
And, they are really, really moving forward and inspired to try to move to a different level. Any information that y'all could give them as far as, like, if they're sisters.
Yeah.
And, they are really talented. Any information you could give them real quick?
Well, Jody, do you have a question?
No, I actually don't have a question, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm tuned in and I'm just watching, and I like what they're doing. So I just wanted to call in. I just wanted to say hello. So.
Thank you so much.
That's good. That's good. Jody, hey, believe me, I know where you're going. I really, really see you doing big things, and that's what you do. You have to pay attention to people who are already there.
That's right.
That's how you learn. So, that's right. I'm glad that you tuned in. I'm glad that you're watching, and thank you for calling in. And tell the sisters, if they're right there, tell them we said hello.
Absolutely. Hello.
They're not here, but I'll tell them.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling, Jody.
You're welcome.
So back to the question, we were talking about the reality TV show.
So what I was saying is that a couple of years back was, even before the reality TV was as popular, when I was just starting out, we played around with the idea because we were just starting to establish a project in Howard's Island. Okay. And so I mentioned it to you, I think, once or twice. Howard's family is very well connected in St. Lucia. The uncle is former vice prime minister. His dad was the minister of agriculture. So
you're sitting next to royalty.
Right.
You don't know that.
Let me rub
up on them. So we leveraged those relationships to initially get 300 acres from the government. It was another colleague that we were working the project in conjunction with. And of course, entertainment and nightlife was centered around it. Everything was going good, and then, government changed hands, things slowed down. Now we're, picking it back up. But that was the first point when we thought about maybe we should do something in television to document this experience.
Yes. Very smart.
So,
very smart.
Yes.
Yeah, so if the project didn't slow down at that point, we definitely would have done that, but, things in life do happen for a reason, and the last couple of years, I think the way things moved, the people were supposed to meet, it was supposed to go that particular way, even though we were very eager and excited at the time for things to move forward. So that was the first time. And then now it's just, super popular as far as to have a show.
It is.
And like I said, we're blessed that the type of lives that we live and just the entertainment arena alone, we're blessed to have natural content.
Right.
We don't have to create the content.
Yes.
The content is natural for us.
Right.
So that's
it's
why
real.
Yeah, it's real.
and that's what we do. We give real talk. It's all nothing fabricated.
Right.
What excites me is that now in this day and time that we are now taking the opportunity to do these things. They've been doing this for many, many years, and now we are becoming business owners, and it's important. The young lady that just called in, she's very young.
Yeah, she's in high school.
She's still in high school. And so for them to see us doing these things is a really good thing. I see we getting that phone call. Hey, that's good. We got another caller. Hello, caller. How you doing?
I am awesome. This is Sister Rachel. Want to say hello to the family.
Hi,
and you guys are doing a wonderful job, huh?
Thank you.
Y'all bringing new taste to the table all the time.
That's right.
Feeding the people. I was sitting there and listening to the brothers. I want to say I am so thankful to hear the young brothers, how they bring in this promotion to the level that they're bringing for safety, for the people, and bringing community together as well, thinking about the community out there. Compared to back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day when we had, who was that, Frankie and the Gents and Dean Kraft and all this, totally different. So y'all got to let me know where y'all be at so I can come out and hang out.
So that's a good point. Thank you so much for calling in. Very good points. Do you have any comments for Rachel at all?
I mean, in terms of I appreciate what you just said about what we're doing in the community. We try to bring every community together in terms of like PG, in terms of like binding every single community as one. Because some people think they shouldn't be coming to the MGM because it's gambling tables and it's what, roulette and
all that,
blackjack. It's really and truly. I go to the MGM because there's a high possibility I may meet someone.
That's right.
Yes.
I'm a networking person,
right.
And I love meeting people. So I like to hear people winning, and sometimes you may hear someone lose, but like you will hear the wins because the voice level goes up.
Right.
And it's an exciting thing to see someone come with probably $1,000 and leave with 20 grand. I mean, I'm happy for him or her. And I mean, to me, it's a blessing that it came. It's a blessing and a curse it came to Maryland, to be honest.
Right, that's right.
And I've heard a lot of curses, and I've heard a lot of blessings.
Right.
So, but the most important thing is it created a lot of jobs for the community of Maryland.
That's right.
And to be honest with you, I feel it's the best view than any MGM in the United States. Overlooking the Potomac, Virginia, and DC. To me, you can't see this in Vegas. You may see the Bellagio,
right.
but you can't see anything else in Vegas. Where else? I mean, if there's another Vegas in San Diego, I know it's probably not overlooking any water. I know San Diego has water, but I doubt it's overlooking any water. But just that view, and when you coming into that bridge. You see that on the left-hand side.
You get that excitement start to build up.
I mean, I'm in my 40s and I feel like I'm a kid again.
He's telling his age.
It just makes me feel happy for one, for the people, and second thing that makes me more happy, to be honest with you, I was like, I guarantee you, out of 10 people, at least over 5 people will become millionaires.
Of course, absolutely. That's right.
What I like that you said is, you said, so people come out and they can meet people. It's not all about gambling.
That's right.
You know, sometimes all you got to do is just put on some nice clothes. And, I mean, you don't have to dress up all fancy. Just come in looking presentable. And just somebody may just happen to be that day, walk up to you. It could be that millionaire that's looking for that one person. So when you get out and network, you know, you can put yourself in an environment where you'll be able to grow. A lot of people are taking that 9 to 5 and getting comfortable with it. And what happens is you do not get a chance to really experience life. Life is too short for you to sit down and just think about getting up to go to work the next day. I'm going to be excited because once this show is over, I got me some new friends, you see, and I'm going to be I'm going where they going.
That's right.
You know? But that's how you do it. You just get out, you know. One of my friends, Joe Coleman, he's one of the original platters. He told me, he said, Rodney, you have to get rid of the dead baggage, okay? The dead baggage is those who really don't want to go anywhere.
That's right.
The people want to hold you back. So I feel blessed to be able to sit at this table, and I'm really excited that Ms. Williams talked to me about you gentlemen, because all you're doing is motivating me to move forward. This is a platform where we're using to help to empower people and give people an opportunity. And now some people who didn't know about you, they will after the day.
Absolutely.
And it'll be an opportunity for them to, you know, go out and see some of the things that you are doing in the DMV.
So, Rachel, again, thank you for calling. We really appreciate your comments. If you have a comment or you'd like to ask these gentlemen questions, please feel free to call in. The number is 240-719-2560. We're looking forward to hearing your call. Still very excited about what you all bringing to the table here. I know it's more to it than just entertainment. We talked about a little bit business. We talked about reality TV. What's next?
I'm gonna let you touch on that first, Howard. There's so much.
I mean,
I gotta narrow it down.
Basically, I mean, we're like a chessboard.
Okay. So you got to watch that move. You get the strategy.
You got to strategize what you're gonna do. Right?
Exactly.
And not to get too political, but like we're like a Bill Clinton, George Bush mixes with Obama. You know? so
okay.
That's a little complicated.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But same fact, we complicated. It's still brothers on a mission. If you want to say that. We have people around us who are cooks. There's this good female friend of mine. His Ron Guzman girlfriend. Her name is Edie. She has her own cooking website.
We're going to bring Edie on the show.
We got to do that.
We got to bring Edie on the show.
We got to do that.
Absolutely. Her food is delicious.
She can cook.
She can cook. Amazing.
And not to. I mean, boost her head up. She's a very good cook. But really, to be honest with you, all the men from the Caribbean cook.
They can cook.
Wait. Hey, bro. And I ain't mad at you, but guess what? Some of the men from Alexandria can cook too.
I love it. So it's something we learn from home.
No,
right.
I know.
And like, I mean, he loves to cook. I love to cook too, and I love showing off my food. Right. I mean, they all can tell you that I love showing off. But we have like from the cooking to the entertainment thing going on with us. Then we have in terms of ownership, in terms of like opening up venues in DC area. Let me just put them about to open up a nightlife event area in DC. Open up one in Atlanta, and we are on a mission, and we have a supporting cast with us.
Right.
That's the most important thing. Where they always say, and I'm going back to what I was saying earlier on. Yes, you can be a captain, but you can't run a ship by yourself.
That's right.
That's right.
And in life, you must be a leader. Like Barack was a leader, but he didn't have a supporting cast with him.
Right.
You understand? So he crumbled. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you can't blame him. He didn't have a supporting cast. Michael Jordan had a supporting cast in '85, right?
Right.
What they won? They won 6 rings, right?
Right. That's
a
right.
supporting cast.
Right.
And that's actually what we are talking about when we saying the supporting cast. That's people showing that support, making sure that what we do, we're elevating.
That's right.
Like you said, Obama got in office, he was struggling, So what we're going to do is we're going to go to commercial, and we're going to take a break, and we're going to come right back with these gentlemen. We're going to hold on to them. So, we want to make sure that everything is okay. It's 8:30? I mean, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah. Were we on the air saying that? I think so. Let me tell y'all something. Okay. So this is what's up. So last week I said I had a situation. What we have to do, we have to look at everything that we're doing. It's not going to run smooth every time. Okay.
That's true.
What we're doing is we're in a position where we're growing. This platform right here, it grows with you. When y'all call in, it helps. When we get gentlemen like this to come in and give us information, it helps. When Alice and myself get up here, even when we don't have anybody to give you information, this is a platform to us being better and building. I'm ex-Marine, and I have to share this with you because you said something that's very important. You can have a captain or you can have somebody leading, but the captain can't fight the war by itself.
That's right.
So in order for us to move forward, if you open up a club and you're the club owner, okay, you open up the club. But if you don't have nobody to come in there, what good is it, right? So where we are, this is something that we got to do where we support one another. We have to support one another 100%. Now, I said all that to say, okay. Caller, we got a caller. Hello?
Hey, how you doing there, Brother Rodney?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm good. This is Desi.
Hey, how you doing, Desi? Welcome.
Thank you. I just want to say, for one, that shirt you're wearing is mighty nice.
Oh, you liking this shirt?
And I want to give my condolences to Miss Alice.
Oh, thank you so much.
For her loss.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate that. My family really appreciate that.
Hey, well,
I want to tell the young men on there that I'm really listening to them and all the positive energy they're putting out there, and I wish them the best of luck on getting their projects off the ground and helping other people in the community. I'm loving it.
That's
Thank
so
you very
good.
much.
And I want you to know that somebody else told me this was a nice shirt today.
I hope it was my sister Zena.
Well, you already know how she do. She set the wardrobe out for me anyway, so you already know. But yes, hey, most definitely, I'm glad these gentlemen came in and we have an opportunity to give out information to the community. Desi, like always, you're another person that support us 100%. This is what I'm talking about. We appreciate you calling in. We ask people to call in because that let people know that we are moving forward.
Right.
This is not a game.
Right.
A lot of the people that call, even when we thought that was Joe Cat Day,
right.
I heard that.
we got excited because we waiting for you to call, Joe. But it's all about us networking and going together. And I'm just excited about that. I appreciate the support, Desi. You are you and Troy, my brother. I mean,
Yes.
I just love what y'all do, how y'all support us 100%, man.
And I'm gonna.
And that's appreciated.
I'm going to keep them young men in mind because I know some people that want to get in the entertainment business, so I will be trying to direct them to their direction.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So that's a very good point. Before we go off for a break, if there's a number that you all can leave them with if they wanted to get in contact with you about some information about one of your venues or just get some intel on how you got started, how can they reach you guys?
My number is area code 202-425-7828. That's 202-425-7828.
Okay, great.
That's good. That's good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break for a minute, and we'll be right back. And we're just going to play a little bit of music. Do not lose the station. Stay with us. Give us a couple of minutes. We'll be right back. PTP, people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. We love you. Hold on. Be right back. We're back. This is PTP, people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. And I'm trying to tell you, we have some fantastic guests here. We have Mr. Ron Goodman, and also we have Howard Henry. And these two gentlemen just been giving us some information on their background and the things they're doing. They're in the entertainment business. They're entrepreneurs. These guys are just phenomenal gentlemen to be in the area. I find us to be blessed to have y'all in our community.
Absolutely.
And that's amazing what y'all are doing, the ideas and things that y'all are pushing forward. It's going to open doors for many, many people. I keep it real. I do. So a lot of times people will look at us and say, you know, they practice this. No, but I want to tell young black men out there, you see these gentlemen? This is what you want to look like. This is why you want to conduct yourselves. You want to be like this. We're not trying to go to jail and do the drugs and all this. We're trying to be entrepreneurs. I admire what y'all doing. Y'all are setting perfect examples for what we need to be doing.
Absolutely.
When you're dreaming at the levels that y'all are dreaming and accomplishing the things that y'all are accomplishing.
Thank you.
Many of us feel like we're stuck in a bubble.
Right.
But like you said, I'm listening to you. You said you left from here and went to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
And when you went down there, you kind of saw what was going on. And how did that work when you came back?
Well, to be honest with you, I went to Atlanta, left my daughter. I just left everything. You couldn't ask him. Cold turkey.
And just went down there. Just
yes,
did you know anybody?
Nah, except I had one cousin in
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
When you got that kind of guts to move out, that's almost like what I did when I joined the Marine Corps at 17 years old. I had to make a move, but I understand what you did. And how did it work for you when you got there?
I mean, it took me a period of time because you had to find your way around. And in business, to me, not everyone wants you in this circle.
Yes, right.
That's right.
That's right.
And there's a way you have to present yourself. You have to be that friendly person, and I mean, you have to walk in a way that they welcome you in.
Yes.
Right.
And I did that, and it didn't happen overnight. It took a period of time to happen.
Yes.
And as I told Ron when I came to DC, because I didn't come back to DC. I came to DC because my pops was sick in New York.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Talk a little bit about your pops, if you don't mind.
Like me going to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta on a mission. Just like you joined the Marines, like you went, and when they send you on duty, you go on a mission.
Yes.
I went on a mission to pursue obtaining the property to build this event center, and I'm gonna do it by all means necessary. Like
that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
So and late last year, my pops kind of fell sick, right? And my mom brought him here to New York. He was a little sick, so I flew to. I just left everything again. Left Atlanta, cold turkey again. Just went straight to New York. I wasn't going to come back until he got better.
Okay.
So I stayed in New York for like almost 4 months till he felt a little better because he was very sick. I mean, he was right until the doctor told me he was dead, and he brought him back. Like he was dead. They gave him new parts, right?
Yeah.
And brought him back for a period of time. And when he felt better, he was like he didn't come here. He didn't come to the U.S. because my dad is a former head of government. Okay. So, and he has that military kind of standards where I didn't come here to die. You know what I mean?
Right.
I came here to get some medical attention. And if I'm going to die, let me get the hell out of
here. And go back to my land.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I understand.
right.
If I die,
That's
I'm going to die on my land.
That's right. That's right.
So what happened is he left in I think October, November. Yeah, October. A matter of fact, while he was in the airport, he and my mom, he was like, "Man, your mother came up here and buy the whole America." It's like they won't allow her to come on the plane with all the stuff she got. You know what I mean? So I'm there. All right, come now. I'm like helping her try. You know what I mean? A woman thing. I was like, "Mommy, the old man." I call him boss, right? So I'm like, boss man. So anyway, so she ended up. They let her win through everything. The sad thing is, he went home. He couldn't handle his battle, so he passed away about a couple weeks after my birthday.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, that's cool. Yeah, I appreciate that. But so when he passed, when he left New York, I came here to see my daughter because my daughter is in Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Okay.
So I came here. Whilst I'm here, Ron and those guys, Ron and a couple of the friends of ours was telling me about. They help you build your credit back.
Right.
Now
that's a whole other story.
As a black man, I'll be honest with you, my credit is shot.
Because you know what I'm ready to do? Hey, Ron. I need you, brother. I need you. Go ahead.
So I was like, he was telling me about it. I'm not a stupid man, so I'm like, all right, my credit is good. I need an investor. My credit is good. If they can help me jump my credit to like a 780, 800, I can get that credit line for probably a couple million. I can take that couple million to a bank, and probably I can get another couple million. I can go purchase the land, then I can go get. If you guys don't know, you can use the land and get a construction loan, which will enable you to build whatever you want to build. Right. And I was like, ooh, okay. So I stayed around, and I hovered around, just like a aeroplane, hovering. So I hovered in Maryland for a while. Whilst I'm hovering in Maryland, came up on the MGM situation. So I'm like, okay, if the MGM situation is coming up, I'm thinking about opening up this big event center in Atlanta. If I can tie my name to that MGM logo. That's like tying your name next to Michael Jordan, the Jumpman kind of thing.
Right. Yes.
I'm like, okay, that might be that's a good scale right there. I know A will help B.
Yeah, that's right.
So I stayed in Maryland and I watched and boom, it happened. So now credit is going up. Relationships is going up.
I know that's right.
So soon, you as they say, instead of taking the 747 to Atlanta, you might take the G4 to Atlanta.
I know that's right. How about that?
I know. Hey, Ron, I want to ask you. So, do you do programs that you help people get their credit together? Is that something that you do outside of the entertainment business?
Fell into that because of somebody we knew in the entertainment arena. A couple of years ago, he introduced us to a gentleman out of Jersey. Actually never met the gentleman, but he helped quite a few people that we knew. Unfortunately, he disappeared on me twice because of personal things. So the second time he disappeared, I was kind of forced to learn to do certain things myself. And I was the in-between between him and a lot of the customers. So I was on the phone with this guy, sometimes 8, 10, 12 hours a day. My girlfriend will tell you that. So by just being on the phone and then other things, just researching, I was able to pick up certain things myself. So the second time when he disappeared, I was able to just jump in it and help the customers myself. And then from there, just being in that particular arena, you start to meet people who do the same thing. So now we have, gentlemen that we also do that with.
Right.
But when you mention program, one of the friends at KYS had spoken to me last year about doing something like that within the community.
Yes.
That would be
that's
awesome.
the next step for me when it comes to that. So teaching that credit education and the power of credit. Because if I knew 20 years ago
that's right.
the power of credit, because I've made a lot of cash over the years and I was spending that cash when I could have been building or would have already built my credit, kept the cash, leveraged the credit to do what I want to do anyway.
Yes.
So that's something that, I hold dear to my heart that I want to do for our people and for the community. Teach that credit education because credit is super, super powerful.
Absolutely.
What I want to do is while we have you on camera, we want to make sure we get that commitment that both of you will come back. Because what we want to do is I want to put y'all in a position where y'all going to really, really be able to give some information to help us. And that's many of us to understand the point that you make. You got to have money saved so that the money will save you.
That's right.
You got to learn that. We got to learn about credit.
That's right.
I don't have a problem telling my age. I'm 58 years old. My mom and dad never told me anything about saving money. They never taught me anything about credit cards. I think that credit cards and all that stuff is the biggest trick in this country. They get us coming out of colleges and coming out of, they're saying as soon as they know that you got your credit good, then you get all these credit cards that's worth $10,000 and $15,000. And you already know if you never had that access to that money, what happened?
You're going to spend it.
You're going to spend it. But the information that you'll be able to give and people seeing what y'all doing to put them in a position where they know, don't run out and spend the money. Make the money work for you.
That's right.
Where you can build.
That's right. That's right. All right. Okay, call us again, 240-719-2560. As you can see, they are in a lot of things. That we talked about entertainment business, reality TV. Now we're talking about credit, business credit, whatever credit you need, personal credit. So if you need some information on credit, we're going to ask Ron once again to give out his telephone number. And while you're giving out afterwards, I'd like to talk a little bit about marketing in the clubs. I heard Rodney make a statement saying, you can market yourself in a club and do all these things, but if you don't have people coming in, it don't mean anything. Obviously, y'all have tons of people following you all. I've watched your social media pages myself, and I know you have tons of social media fans. So if you can give out your number first and then address that question.
The number again is area code 202-425-7828. That's 202-425-7828.
Wait a minute. Say it one more time. Let me write it down. 202-425-
425-7828.
7828. Now, y'all see, I wrote the number down. I'm trying to tell you, Ron, I'm calling
you. Call me.
But Ron, not to cut everyone short, though, but to the listeners, right, to the young people who are listening to the Jay-Z's, especially Mr. Sean Carter, right, who's Jay-Z, right? His last album, I'm not talking about the album he just released with his wife, his last album, he made a statement. If you guys ever, I think you guys listened to it. He said when he was younger, he lived in Marcy. Marcy is a part of Brooklyn, and he saw this building cost about, I think, $12 million. He could afford it at the time, but he passed upon it. Now it's worth, I think, 50 or something million.
Oh my!
And he called himself Dumbo, right?
Right.
Yep.
And another thing he said again, he said in that same song, I think it's that same song. He said credit is key.
That's right.
And the reason why I'm elaborating on this, right? Because I think all of us, white, black, Chinese, I mean, wherever part of the world you're from, Africa and wherever, I think we all should build our credit.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, like you can have like $1 million in the bank, right? And I guarantee you, the bank ain't gonna give you no mad interest on it. All right.
That's right.
You can have an 800 score credit score. I guarantee you can go get a credit line over $10 million.
Oh my God.
And I don't know if you guys can understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
It is key. It is something we all should try to obtain. And I know some of us have a difficulty when we get the cards, but that's why we have financial advisors.
Right. That's right.
And that's why we have people in our communities. It doesn't have to be a friend, and sometimes it doesn't have to be a family member, but we have people. There are people out there who can help us. And I just think the one negative thing about us as black people, we need to stick together as one. We need to take advice from one another. That would enable us to grow as a community.
That's right.
And as a race.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
I mean that is some powerful advice. What I would like to tell parents, just what he said. See, you got to understand how credit and money works. I'm not one to tell you because I'm not an expert, because I'm struggling right now because I know nothing about it. Right. I'm in the process of learning. You still can teach an old dog new tricks, so I'm trying to learn something. But, Ron, I'm going to tell you that for you to be able to have that information and share is going to help so many people. And somebody said something to me, and I'm just listening to y'all, and I had to bring this up. See, we don't have a problem with going to jail. We don't have no problem with talking about drugs. We don't have no problem with abusing our women. We don't have no problem with not being good fathers. We don't have a problem doing all that. But do we have a problem really getting out there and doing what's right that's going to move us in the direction to have that beautiful life?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, where you're talking about credit and having money and having your own businesses. Understand, this is not a dream.
Right.
This is reality.
It's reality.
And all you have to do is you get with individuals like, I'm going to throw his number back out there again, 202-425-7828. Yes, I have it. I'm calling him. You understand what I'm telling you? I'm calling him. I don't have no pride.
Right.
You know, my credit is jacked up. Okay? So, Ron, I need your help. And what I'm saying is, don't get so prideful that you can't call and, talk to different people.
That's right.
I did that with you.
Yes, you did.
I was struggling. I had a rough time. I called Alice. I said, yo, at the time, I knew she had came through some trials and tribulations of her own.
Right.
Being my friend, Rodney, this, that, and that. We share information. Right. And next thing you know, as she kind of like took off this way, when she came back, she was like, thumbs up, because I paid attention.
That's right.
So it's important. I really appreciate the information that y'all gave, because it starts at home.
That's right.
It starts at home. It starts in your community. And let me tell you something. Anytime. This is not a racial thing. I keep that real, too. We do live talk, right?
We do.
And we keep
Absolutely.
it real, right?
We keep it real.
Let me explain something to you. All the other races are doing it.
That's right.
Yeah.
They getting smart with it.
That's right.
We got to do that.
That's right.
We got to get where we understand what credit is, how it works. I'm having a problem because I don't understand it.
Right.
And once you learn how to deal with credit and learn how to save money so money save you, then you can do these things like go out and start your own business. And it doesn't have to be in entertainment. If you want to be a cook,
That's
as
right.
we talked about, we're going to have Miss Edie.
Yes,
right?
Yep,
Edie.
that's right.
We're going to have her come on the show and talk about what she's doing. People, it's whatever God gift that he gives you,
Right.
you use.
That's right.
Right? And, you know, and like I'm saying, when we have brothers like yourselves, you know something? I'm sitting here and I'm trying not to get real excited.
Get excited.
But you know something?
Get excited.
I feel good when I'm able to sit with some other powerful black men.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? See, let me say this. I'm a soldier, okay? These are soldiers too. And this is a queen.
Thank you.
Okay? And what we have to do is put ourselves in positions that we put them in a position they do what they do and we do what we do.
Right.
And that comes from knowledge, supporting one another, and getting that information, like understanding what credit is, not taking a credit card as soon as they send it to you for $5,000, $10,000, and go and charge it all up, knowing you don't have the money to pay it back.
That's right.
I did it. You know what I'm saying? So when I say it's real talk, right?
It's real talk. That's right. Tell it all.
I ain't mad at it. You know something, I'm working on it.
That's right.
You know, and I really appreciate that Ron gave his number out. And then we got Howard just letting y'all know, you know, this is real talk. This is nothing that they are fabricating. If you want to move forward, let me tell you, you can do it.
Yes.
This is what PTP is about.
Yes.
People to people, power to power, positive thinking people. I'm sitting at the table with people. I'm sitting here with some power. And they've been giving some powerful, positive information.
That's right.
You know, so this is what's going to happen. We're going to be getting ready to tie it up. I am so happy, Ron, that you came out. And Howard, look, check this out. I promise you, I'm going to be calling you to get you to come back in because we want to do this. We appreciate Miss Alice.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
she
you.
was actually the ones that just stirred this up here. And she talked to me about it, and we just want to say thank everybody who called in and everybody that tuned in. Let me tell you, it's all about people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. This is Rodney Grimes and Alice Williams, and we are bringing it live to you, live talk, okay? Y'all be blessed.